Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to Friday. You made it to the end of the week. Saturday and Sunday are just around the corner. So we have two language arts assignments we need to work on today, and both of them have to do with your sight words of the week. So let me go ahead and show you what two worksheets you're going to need so that we can do our work together this morning. All right, so I shared my screen with you. So we have two sight words for this week, and the two words are him and little. So you need to go ahead, if you don't have them out already, and go ahead and grab your two sight word worksheets for this week. You're also going to need a pencil and your mini highlighter and crayons, okay, to do these projects or assignments today. So I'm going to go ahead and start with my first one. And if you don't have this yet, go ahead and press pause, gather up what you need for today's morning work, and we'll go ahead and get started. All right, so for today's assignment, for the first one, we're going to work with the high frequency word, or we also call them sight words. And today's word is him. So it says touch and read the word. So everywhere we see a dot, we're going to put our finger and we're going to read it together, okay? So let's get ready. Touch the first dot and let's go and read it together. Ready, go. Him, 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 him. All right, let's do it one more time and we'll do it really quick. Him, 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 him. And you could use that in a sentence like, she gave him a pencil. All right. Now it says find and highlight the word. And this is the word we're looking for is him. Then read each sentence. So let's go ahead and get our highlighters out. Take the lid off, and everyone should have a highlighter in their pencil case that Mrs. R gave you at the beginning. It has all of your supplies that you should need. So we're looking for the word H-I-M. So first we're going to go through the sentences, and every time we see that word, we're going to highlight it with our special marker. And that'll help us remember when we read it that it's our sight word for this, one of the sight words for this week. Oops. Covered. And last one. Okay. So make sure you put the lid on tight and snap it because we don't want our highlighter to dry out. All right, so let's point. Actually, before we do it, let's look at the picture so we know what we're talking about in the sentence. So this first one talks about a book. The second one talks about a bag. The third one talks about a block. And the fourth one talks about a bike. Okay, so let's go ahead and put our finger on the first word and let's go ahead and try and read it together. Here we go. You ready? She gave, here's our word, him a, what's that word? Book. Okay, she gave him a book. Let's go to our next one. She gave him a bag. She gave him a bag. And the third one, let's block. She gave him a block. She gave him a block. And the fourth one, she gave him a bike. She gave him a bike. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to grab our pencil and we need to decide of these four sentences, for you need to decide, rewrite your favorite sentence. So pick one of the ones that you like the best and you're going to rewrite it down here. Now it doesn't have to be the same sentence I do. It can be any of these that you like. Maybe you like, she gave him a book, she gave him a bag, she gave him a lock, she gave him a bike. Whichever one is your favorite, you're going to write it down here on the sentence. Now, personally for me, I love books, so she gave him a book is probably the one that I'm going to write. Now remember, at the beginning of each word, there's a capital letter on the first word. The first letter is capitalized. There's also finger spaces, and our punctuation at the end is period. So I'm going to do this sentence here, but like I said, you can do any of the ones that you like. She, and there's a finger space. It's a little bigger so you can see it. Gave, and then I'm just copying it right off up here. Okay. She gave him, so I'm going to make finger space, H-I-M, A, finger space, and last word is book. So final finger space, B-O-O-K, and then the punctuation mark at the end is a period that tells the reader that's the end of my thought to stop. She gave him a book. Now, of course, at this point, if you're still writing your sentence, just make sure to press pause so that I don't get too far ahead of you. Okay, it says illustrate your favorite sentence. So, of course, she gave him a book, then I'm going to draw a picture of the book, right? So let's draw the cover of the book and the spine. There's the back cover, and of course the pages are in the middle. So I like gardening and flowers. So I'm just going to put the cover of my book. Just keep it real simple. And then I'm going to get my crayons out and write it in. Because pictures are always more interesting if they have color, right? I think so. You can keep your picture as simple as you want it. You can make it as detailed as you want it to be. It's kind of up to you. And then I think, oops. Cover, I think orange, like this. And just this one real quick. I think I will also color the spine of the book orange. So you know the spine is the part of the book that helps it to stand up. And then of course the pages are okay. Yeah, it says color a kid every time you read the sentences. So we've read it once already. So we did our first read. And then color this first kid in. Okay, and then we're going to read them one more time. So point, pointer finger, ready, go. She gave him a book. She gave him a bag. She gave him a lock. She gave him a bike. Okay, simple enough, right? You can do that. Just practicing our reading. You might say, Mrs. R, why do we have to read these 3 times? Because the more times we practice and work with our sight words, which is a new word for us this week, him, the better we're going to be able to recognize and point it out when we and notice it in our reading. Okay, last time, you can do this. Here we go. Point your finger and read. She gave him a book. She gave him a bag. She gave him a lock. She gave him a bike. Wow, very nice French. Gave him a bike. Goodness. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and color this in. Last one. Yeah. Okay, so simple as that. Now we have one more sight word for the week. So if you're not done with this yet, go ahead and press pause and finish this up before we go on to the next one. Okay? All right, so we have our second sight word that we're going to work with today, and that word is little. Okay, so we're going to touch each one of these dots under the word little and read it together. Are you ready? Here we go. Little, 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 little. So of course, something little means something small, doesn't it? You know, the little, because like when the high schoolers come in our classroom, they say, look at those little chairs. They're so small. Because you guys are smaller, right, than the high schoolers. They're so big and tall. So little means something that's small. Okay. So we're going to get out our highlighter again. You should probably have it pretty close by you because we just used it. And we're going to look for the word little in our sentences here. Okay. So we're not going to read them yet. We're just going to look with our eagle eyes And for the word little in each of these sentences. And highlight them so that when we read them with our eyes will know that that is our sight word. Okay, so let's go ahead and point. Oh, before we do that, I always forget. Let's talk about the pictures, and that will help us with some of the new words in the sentence. So this is a bug. This is a baby, of course. This is a mouse. This is a frog. Right? So this first one's about a bug. Okay, let's get our pointer finger. Of course, you know this sight word right here is the, isn't it? Okay, and this is bug. Here we go. Let's do this. You can do it. Ready, go. The bug is so little. What about a baby? Ready? The baby is so little. The mouse. The mouse is so little. The frog is so little. So down here it asks us, rewrite your favorite sentence. And I know which one I'm going to do. I love ladybugs. They're my favorite insect. So I'm going to rewrite. The bug is so little. But you can choose any sentence you want to rewrite. And just remember, the first letter of the first word in the sentence is always capitalized. Remember your finger spaces between your words. And remember that you have to put a period or some type of punctuation always at the end of a sentence. So these sentences just happen to have a period at the end. All right, here we go. The bug is so little. All right, capital T, of course. The space, bug, book, the okay, bug is, that's one of our sight words, is so, which is also another sight word. See how if you learn all your sight words, how much easier reading will be? Finger space, little, of course. This is our new sight word. Little, and then a period. So of all these words in this sentence, all of them are sight words that we know, except for that new word bug. And then they help you out by giving you a picture of that new word so that you don't get confused. So whatever sentence that you ended up doing, just make sure that you capitalize the beginning, put your finger spaces, and do punctuation at the end. And then it says illustrate your favorite sentence. So of course I'm going to do a ladybug. I love ladybugs so much. So I'm going to try and copy that bug up there. It's got two big eyes. That smiley face. That. I'll have it going this way instead. It's got these little feet, like lowercase knees. Of course, they have antennas and they have spots. Did you guys know that the amount of spots on a ladybug tells you how old it is? Yes. Interesting, huh? So now I need to color my ladybug. So of course, ladybugs are red, and then I'm going to color spots. Oh, actually, there are other kinds of ladybug colors. There's we've seen orange and yellow, and then of course red. But if you count the dots on a ladybug, that tells you how old the ladybug is. So the more dots, the older the ladybug is. So it's a little bit of information. So if you ever had two ladybugs and you were comparing them, you would know. One had lots of spots, and more spots, and that one would be the older ladybug. The two ladybugs. I just think they're so cute. And of course, they have these little cute little wings. And black for the spots. Where is my black crayon? Smiley face. There we go. And spots. And then we need to color. It says color a code each time you read the sentences. So of course we've already read them once. So the first one. Okay, so we're going to read it 2 more times. You guys know how to do this. You are very good readers. So let's go for it. Ready? Let's do the first one. Ready? Here we go. The bug is so, what's that sight word? Little. The baby is so little. The mouse is so little. The frog is so little. Right? Second read done. Good job, everybody. You did it. And last one. All right, here we go. Last time, everyone, you can do this. The bug is so little. The baby is so little. The mouse is so little. The frog is so little. It's so great they have these pictures here to help us out with our new words. See, we did it the third time, and then now we're all done. Yay. Okay, so I'm going this last one. That didn't take long at all, did it? Okay, so if you are still working on this page, not quite done with your sentence or your picture, then that's okay. Just make sure you press pause so that you can finish up, okay, before we get to the end. All right, so I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. And I hope that each one of you has a marvelous, magnificent weekend. And hopefully we'll get maybe some decent weather. It's kind of nice having snow last weekend, but maybe we'll get some sunshine. We'll see, right? Spring is coming soon, next month. So I wish you all a great weekend, and I hope you get to do something fun and spend time with your family, whatever that may be. And I look forward to seeing you all very soon. Have a great weekend, everyone. Bye.